joined by Drexel head coach Bruiser Flint, to his left Franz Massenet, and Damian Lee to his right. If you have any questions for coach or the players, just raise your hand. We'll bring the microphone around.
What's the difference between the first and second half in your mind?
They had 16 points off turnovers in the first half. They had 2 in the second. Bottom line. So we wanted them to run half-court offense. We made them run half-court offense in the second half. That was it.
After a tough loss like this, what do you tell them in the locker room?
I'm proud of my team, man. Won 19 straight games. Won 27 games, school record. What do you say? What do you think you say to them? Played in a hostile environment today. Played tough. Fought back. We could have folded. Team fought. Kept fighting back. Had our chance at the end. Just didn't drop for us.
Franz, that last shot, I mean, it was a good, clean look. It looked to us like you hit it. Did it feel good? I mean, you know, did you think you hit it? And I mean, I know you like being the guy in that situation. How did you feel taking that shot?
I wanted to take that shot. I thought it was going in. I just missed it.
Damian, I guess what you guys stormed back. What was the difference there in that second half that propelled you guys?
Just like Coach said, they had 16 fast break points in the first half and 2 in the second half. We just played we made them run half-court offense.
Have you given thought to what's next and whether you think you guys deserve a shot at the NCAAs?
I mean, nah, to be honest with you. So, game just ended. We'll talk about that when it's time. So, game just ended. We're not even worried about it. We'll play again next week, no matter what tournament we're in. So, but no, not really.
Damian, I know that their defense, their press can cause some trouble, but when you can break it, are you able to get open looks like the ones you hit tonight?
Yeah, when we break it, but during the course of the game, I was playing outside of my game. I was trying to do things I haven't been doing all season. As you see, causing turnovers, and they got buckets off those turnovers.
Damian and then friends, you guys have both played a ton of minutes this weekend. You guys look pretty tired in the first half. Where did you sort of dig down and find the energy for that second half?
Just wanting to win. When you want to win, all that other stuff just goes out the window.
Damian, they're up 16 at halftime, and you know a lot of teams in that situation. All right, we had it's a great tournament, great season. They're up 16. Just talk about how proud you are of the guys that you cut it to 1. You had a great look to tie, and what did you see on his 3 at the end there? Did you think you hit it?
Yeah, I'm proud of my team. We've been through a lot this season, and during Franz's last shot, I thought it was good, just like everyone else in the gym, but it wasn't. So here we are.
Bruiser, what did VCU do that was so effective against Sammy tonight?
I mean, like they just stayed on top of him, really, and just didn't let us post the ball. So our guards had to drive it a little bit. So we did a better job of driving it in the second half. So they the way they played, they just said, okay, we're not gonna let you post the ball against us tonight. So they denied us in a lot of ways, really fronted them and worked. So.
Bruiser, would you have wanted Damian or whomever to take a three-pointer, I guess, with about 30 seconds to go? I guess that sequence where he went to the basket and you guys came up.
No, we were only down by 2, I think, 4 at that point. I'm not sure what the score was, but so we just worried about just getting the first basket, because it worked out in our favor. We just wanted to get it at the basket. That's all.
Was there kind of an unreal quality to that first half? I mean, you're not a team that makes turnovers. You're not a team that does them in bunches like that.
Yeah, we just got out of character, just like Damian said. We started playing a little bit too fast. And instead of, because actually, the way we were playing, I thought we should have been down more. But and I said that at halftime, yo, we should be down by 30. But one of the things too was they made some tough shots, so they're able to do their press too. They made some tough shots. When they're not scoring, they can't pressure. So in the second half, we did a better job of not letting them score. So, and that's another reason why they couldn't press. And we just started taking some things in transition that we got in the second half. But we were trying to take the ball up the middle. Our thing against them, and it got to be like this in the second half, was make it a 50-point game. And that's what we made it. That's what we did in the second half. We made it a 50-point game. And that's why we got back in it.
Bruiser, playing VCU here tonight, I've talked to some of your fellow coaches in the league from up north, and they feel very strongly that it's a decided unfair advantage to play a road game here with 11,200 screaming, fanatical VCU fans. And I know you don't want to make an alibi, but do you feel it's fair? Certainly the tournament's making money, they're selling out, but do you think it's fair to play such a voracious crowd? You're going against 5 guys plus the crowd who feeds off that style. That, to me, is a decided advantage for the home team.
Well, Bradford Burgess, he put it best in the paper today. He said, it's like a home game, and we got to take advantage of it. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a business decision. Of course, the coaches want to move it around. I want to play that Drexel. But it is what it is. It's always been down here. We know coming in here, the thing that's been tough is they've been really good. So that's the thing that's been tough. I don't think anybody would complain if they weren't a good team. But, it is what it is. They've always had the tournament down in Richmond. We've discussed it a lot of times about moving it and where it should go. But until then, we're gonna be in Richmond. And if you make it to the finals, that you might play VCU. And that's the way it goes. It looks good because you're going to it's a great atmosphere. And, you watch a lot of these championship games, they don't have this type of atmosphere. One, because nobody's really playing at home. But it is what it is, man. You got to deal with it. And, I thought, especially definitely in the second half, we did what we were supposed to do to sort of get back in the game. But, we knew that coming down here. We knew that playing those guys. So it's always tough down here against them.
On a night like this, after a comeback like that, in this kind of environment, do you learn stuff about your team on a night like this, or do you just see stuff you already knew?
No. I thought we didn't play with enough toughness in the first half, too, as much as we turned the ball over. You know what I mean? They knocked us down and got balls. So, actually that halftime speech was, okay, we're going to play with some toughness, or what? That was it, really. Second half, we played with the toughness that we usually play with. And all of a sudden, we climbed ourselves back into the game. We came up with some balls. We made some strong plays to the basket. When we came off the screen, we wouldn't caught it. We didn't let guys knock us down and steal balls away from us. We didn't do that in the second half. And I thought we did that in the first half. And therefore, we clawed our way back into the game. We made it our type of game. We didn't play our style of game. They actually played our style of game in the first half. Second half, when we played our style of game, we got back in the game. We just made tough plays, came up with tough rebounds, did those types of things like that. So, and that's all I asked those guys to do. Just second half, let's just play with some toughness, because I didn't think we played with any toughness in the first half.
Bruiser, would you mind talking a second about Shaka, how what you think of him? He's quickly rebuilt the team. He's won the championship. He was out. At times tonight, he had 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior on the court. Just talk about what it takes to accomplish what he's done with so quickly.
What do you want me to say? He got a good team. A lot of these guys were on the team last year, though. So, they were good last year. And Theus and Brandenburg and get their roster here. Theus, Brandenburg, Daniels, Reddick, and Haley. They played a lot last year. So we know they're a good team. They always got good talent. Shaka does a good job with them. He's one of the best. I think he's one of the best young coaches in the country, without question. And they're going to be good. He mixed it in well. Bronte Weber was one of the best freshmen in the league. But those guys, we're very similar in a lot of ways. They got a lot of young guys who played the previous year. So do we. So we're young, but we're experienced. Both teams are like that. And we got pretty good freshmen. I got Damian, they got Weber, and Trevion Graham. So, I mean, you know, both teams are very, you know, very similar. But Shaka's one of the best young coaches in the country. Done an unbelievable job. And, you know, I root for him. I think he's a great, I like him not only just a coach, I think he's a great person. So I think he does it right.
Okay. Anything else for these guys? Thank you very much, guys.